What's going on, guys? Campers over 10 back again for another video here on the channel, and welcome back to another episode of the MC modded series, Minecraft modded series, whatever you want to call it. I haven't really given it a name. It's just Minecraft. That's modded. Now I want you to picture something, right? Imagine you're on a night out on the town. If you don't drink, then I don't know. Just imagine that you're looking at a girl that you really like. But imagine you're on a night on the town, right? You see a girl. This girl, way out your league, no way you're getting it, right? No way. But you just look at her across the room and you just pull out this big fucking thing. There's no way she didn't know her. Right, okay, I'm sorry. That was, that was, for Minecraft, that was, like, really wrong. But look at the fucking size of this thing, right? This is a cleaver from Tinker's Construct that I made to be able to get, with the skeleton skills a little bit more. Because I do want to get a nether star at some point. But, like, it's just massive. That's just one of the small updates that I need to update you on, or that I've done off camera. I don't do much off camera. I just make like progress that isn't really progress. I just make like changes to my base, things that you don't really need to see, just like to get myself ready for the next episode or whatever I want to do. You also see down there that's Twilight Forest portal. I haven't been there yet, but I will go there for an episode soon, because again I don't want to just do mods that I know while playing through this game. I have that very bad tendency of playing through mods that I already know and don't do anything new. So today that changes. Today I actually delve a little bit. I'm going to delve in a little bit to a mod that I don't know. It's not a big mod that I know of, or that I'm aware of from what I can see from JEI, which is this over here. Really, it used to be called NEI, now it's JEI. So I'm going to be diving into another mod, but the first thing that we're doing is delving in to a bit of automatic ore production. Like, we've got all this stuff now, but I want to make a processing plant down below here, which is another thing that I've now changed. I'm going to go down here and you're going to be like, yo, what happened to your power network? Well, it's now here. So I've now made all 9 magmatic dynamos. I've upgraded them all to hardened. Actually, not all of them, actually, just 2 of them because I ran out of invar. Pretty much everything I have now is hardened. I've upgraded my machines up there and everything. But my power now is here. And at one more point, I'm probably going to get like 2 more of these, and just have them there. I might even just get 9 of them, because why the fuck not? But I think 3 would be fine. And now it's going up through there. I need to change those blocks so you don't really see it. But this is why I liked making the floor 3, like, there's 3 blocks before it. So I can run cabling in between the floor without you having to see it on either one. So that's pretty sick. But down here is going to be all my ore processing machines. So what I need to do is either make some new ones of these, or just take these down there for right now, which I think I'm going to do, and then I'll make some more of these for personal use up here. Like, if I just have something that I need to pulverize or do whatever up here, that'll be fine. But for right now, these need to move down. Another thing that a few things that I found in the nether, like when I was just went there to mine some quartz and stuff like that for refined storage and stuff like that, is I found dark boots. Now these boots are pretty cool. They take a lot of energy, but essentially they just give me a few extra effects. I also upgraded from iron to bronze armor, which isn't much of an upgrade. But these boots basically just make so I take no full damage, and they also give me jump boost, which is pretty sick. And then another couple of things that I got were an illumination wand, which is essentially a forever torch. That wand is what allows these balls of light to happen, so I can use it in the mines and just use it replacing a torch. And then I also found this teleportation wand, which does exactly what you would think it does. It allows you to teleport. I can even teleport up to my roof if I want and back down, so that's pretty sick. Oh, and one final thing that I did off camera was something that I was just getting annoyed at. You know, when you're mining and your inventory just fills up, so you've got to go back home and clear out all your stuff? Well, no anymore. This is an ender chest. This acts very similar in the way of that the ender tank works that we have downstairs powering our lava. Essentially, anything that's in this chest will now get sucked in through this importer, which I've given some speed upgrades and stack upgrades, and anything that lands in this chest will automatically go in here. So what you can also do is craft one of these, which is an ender pouch, and anything you chuck in here will go in there. So if I put this water bucket in there, for example, boom, it's gone. And now if I go in here, water bucket, it's right there. That's the one I placed in, which is pretty sick. So I've just been spending a little bit of time making more invar, because we're definitely going to need some more anyway. And I'm sick and tired of having to use the smeltery, even though it's been good to us. I'm sick and tired of having to use it to alloy stuff. So we're going to build something from thermal expansion that allows us to do it without having to use a smeltery, and that is an induction smelter. So there's an induction finish from IC2. That's a different mod. We'll get to that. So we want the induction smelter, which is invar, copper, sand. So let's just go ahead and make one of those real quick. I think that should be that. Need one of those, and we need 2 of those. Boom. Induction smelter has been acquired. Now with this induction smelter we can basically do what we do with the smeltery to alloy stuff. So for invar it's iron and nickel. And we can put those both in here into the induction smelter, and essentially it'll just go a lot quicker for us. So it's good for speed. Now that we've got the induction smelter out of the way, that's a lot less stress off on my mind. We are now going to, like I said, as I said before, look into doing the ore processing downstairs in our room. So first, we've got some cable here, which is good, but we're going to need something called an importer and an exporter. You already saw an importer behind the wall using the ender chest. That imports into the system, and we also need an exporter to export out of the system. So, as you guys know, obviously we've got these machines, don't mind that, that's just the power going down behind it. As you know, with these machines, they can be configured to go ahead and accept stuff, and then obviously export stuff. Now, so we're going to want to, I believe, so we're going to want to export from the system into the top. I would love to do it like from the back, so you don't have to actually see the... Oh, I actually haven't got these connected. Mad. I thought I did. I love to export into the back, but there's no... just so you don't see the cables. But that's what the whole processing plant is for. Like, being downstairs, we don't really care about it all that much compared to... But these can now start filling up. So we want to import. And that also allows me... okay, I'll figure that out in a bit. I'm trying to think of the best way to hide wires, but again, it's not the biggest worry of mine right now. Let's just go ahead and take up the floor a little bit, and what we'll do is underneath each pulverizer, we want to we want to make an output underneath the redstone furnace. So obviously, everything that gets from here is going to go into here. So the one ore, there is one ore that produces, so essentially with an ore, you'll pulverize it and you'll get obviously the result. So if you pulverize iron, you'll get pulverized iron, but there is a slight chance with most ores that you'll get something else alongside it. There is one ore that produces something that doesn't smelt, and that is gold, because gold has a chance to produce cinnabar. So we're going to want one of these pulverizers to not direct everything out, but only the red out, and then we want the yellow to be outputted elsewhere. So this right hand side pulverizer is going to be used to the right hand side of this pulverizer is going to be used to export any cinnabar. But also, as you can expect, we just need to go ahead and place these importers down on the bottom. So the exporters will export out of the system, and the importers will import back into the system. Right, so now that we've got these, essentially what we want to do is tell it to import specific items. So what we need to do is, I don't know, Husey just joined the server as well. I'll reply to him in a second. What we need to do is take one of each ore. So let's just type in ore. Minus black quartz, we don't really need that right now. Gold, I don't think I've got any tin on me as well, so I might need to just go try and find some tin. I got copper, silver, cinnabar also doesn't really need to be done. So yeah, so the only real thing that we're missing is nickel and tin. So I'll find that at a later date and add it to the system. But so you guys can just have an idea, if I go ahead and then chuck this in there, it will take any iron ore I have in the system and put it directly into here, and then it will get smelted, and it should get taken straight out from the bottom using the import and back into our system. It's great. So now all we got to do is put everything else in here. So you got lead, except for we want silver. We don't want gold going in here though, so we just want these 4 going in there, and that will start doing the same as well. Iron is the first one there, so it'll be like the first thing that goes in there. Use MBT, I think that's what we want. Yeah, so that will all get smelted up, and then what we want this one to do is to be able to do gold prioritize, and then we want it to do everything else, because then everything else is fine. But then this will go ahead and do gold. Any cinnabar will get put, we will eventually, when I make it, get imported out back through the system. So let's go ahead and actually do one more of that. We want one more importer essentially. So let's go ahead and make one more, which I can't do right now. I need to do that, and then I can do an importer. Go ahead and place it. Not there. We want to place it on the side of the block right there, and we can just simply connect those like that, and just like that they work. Okay, so just like that, I've gone ahead and placed all the blocks back down. I'm going to go, obviously, like I said, I'll find some nickel and tin ore in my own time and add them to the system as well. But right now it doesn't make a difference because we haven't got any in the system anyway. This will slowly go ahead and work through all of our ores. Right now it's obviously just doing iron, and this is doing gold. This is running out of gold slowly. And after that, it should just move on to, it's going to move on to lead. So that will just process all of our ores so that we don't have to worry about it ever again. And like I said, if any cinnabar gets produced, oh wait, ooh, I just thought of something. Okay, there is a way I can fix that. I can do it one of 2 ways. Close zone. Yeah, so the only other thing we can do is add, essentially, so we can leave it like this. So any pulverized lead, obviously right now is getting pulverized, and anything extra that it produces, because we've added all these extra ores to be done after gold, is going to go back into the system. So what we have to do then is add the pulverized section to this as well. However, there isn't enough slots in it to be able to do so. So I think what the best solution is just to go ahead and take those out, which is unfortunate because it only leaves 2. But you know, we can always just expand the system and make another 2 on each side, and it will be a lot faster. But eventually, I'll have like speed upgrades in these and everything, so it won't make much of a difference, like in the long run. What I've gone and done as well, guys, is I've crafted another redstone furnace and pulverizer. They're just basic for right now. Like I say, I'll go into progress of upgrading stuff when I just do a massive mining session, and once I have a crap ton of ores again, essentially for invar and everything like that. But as you can see in the system, everything is slowly dropping down. We're slowly getting more and more iron. We're up to a lot. And what, like, this is just a basic system. We can check how much tick we're using. We're only using 39 FE per tick, which really isn't all that lot. You can do this for, you can use this for auto crafting, everything. It's really, really sick. But for right now, as I did say, I wanted to delve into a mod that I have never even played with before. So the mod I want to go into is Draconic Evolution, mainly because I want to take a look at upgrading armor a little bit, to be honest. And some of these things have some pretty cool stuff. Like, there's a lot. Like, this mod is big, but it's not all that, like there's not as many items in it, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know what a lot of this stuff is. I'll have to research into it. Crafting injector, I don't know what any of this stuff does. like add a mob grinder generator. We might have to take a look into that. There's just a lot really. There's like tools, everything. Unfortunately, armor doesn't seem to be textured with the texture pack, but that's no real big deal, to be honest. But I just think it looks cool. Plus, it gives you the option for upgrades. So stuff like, which I think is pretty cool. So I want to work towards draconic armor. So if we take a look into this mod, while I've got my draconic ingots smelting, eventually we want to go for this stuff, which is the draconic stuff. But to get to that, you need to begin with a Wyvern, which is perfectly fine. So let's go for the most important piece of armor first, which is indeed chestplate. So if we take a look at this, it can also be done with a jetpack as well, apparently. But we'll focus on that in a bit. Yeah, so we've got draconium ingots. That's fine. I've already made the diamond chestplate as well. So what we need to, we need nether stars. Yikes. I didn't know that. So, that puts a damper on things. I can't actually do this until I get nether stars. And I'm going to need one of these for each piece of armor, which means I need 4 nether stars. That seems a bit expensive. I don't know for like the armor. Well, I want it because it's cool. But I don't know. I might have to look into something else. But I did make that cleaver. So what I'm going to try and do, I don't know how effective the cleaver will be. I'm going to go to the nether, try and kill a few wither skeletons, see if I can get a few skulls. If it's quick enough, then sure. But I'll do this quickly, see what kind of speed I can get wither skeleton skulls at, and I'll get back to you. No. No. Ah, that was bad. Thank God for teleportation one day. I think oh! We got all 3 boys! We got all 3! Okay, so it's somewhat viable. Somewhat viable, guys. So I've got 3. It's taken me a couple of minutes, so I don't really know. So I've got the choice. I can either continue with this route, farm with the skeletons for as long as I want. And as long as I need, because I need 4 of them to make the Wyvern armor, plus a 5th if I want a beacon around the house. So I don't know. It's either I do that or I do dark stuff, which is what I've got on the boots. I've got dark boots, and I believe there's I just can't. It's up here. Yeah, dark plates and stuff like that. So I can do this as well, which is another mod that I haven't. Was it extra utilities? No, Ender IO. So I haven't done much with Ender IO in the past either. So I really just kind of need to choose. So it's decision time, I suppose. Right, so here goes nothing, guys. I've gone ahead and made myself diamond armor because I didn't trust the bronze armor that I had. It's a waste of diamonds, I know, but with the Wang or with Mjolnir, it doesn't really matter. Like, diamonds will come again eventually. My life might not. So, and if I spawn the wither and die, we're screwed. So, here goes absolutely nothing. Hello, wither. How are you? And he's coming. Run away, run away, run away. Alright, this might be easier than I thought. Oh, he's attacking something. I need to regen. Regen, 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 regen. What are you going to attack? Come on, come here, you bastard. Alright, I'm dying again. Fuck you. He literally just like came and broke into my house. Okay, this isn't so bad. I just gotta keep healing. Alright, don't come after me like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Heal, 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 heal. Please heal. Saturation, help me. Help me out here, man. Come on, let me eat again. Get that saturation up once more. Where'd you go to? Ha! Okay. Oh no! 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 Oh no! 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 Okay, we're fine. We're good. You know, we're good. 100% good. We're fine. Wither's dead. We lived, and we indeed got our Nether Star, which I didn't seem to get an achievement for it. Interesting. I think I was supposed to get an achievement, but oh well. You know what? That's the overall game. We got our Nether Star. Now I just need to decide what I want to do with it. Whether or not, that's all that matters. Alright, just because I don't have... Well, I do have the time to just go get more with the skeleton skulls. Like, I don't want to. I think the easier thing is just to do... Easiest probably thing to do is just to do dark armor. Use that for the video. Good. I'm probably worrying about the video too much, actually, thinking about it. Let's get... Although, if it... I don't know. If it's a long episode, I don't mind. It's not all that bad. It's bad. I'm going on to episode 4, and episode 1 hasn't even gone up yet. Episode 1 goes up on Friday. I don't know how many blocks you need for a max size thingy. I'm probably gonna have it go straight through. Yeah, I think that'll go. Alright guys, so we have our Nether Star, and guess what we're gonna do with it? Absolutely nothing for now. I'll probably end up doing a beacon at some point, maybe get it ready for next episode. But for right now, we're not doing anything with it because I just can't, for right now, do the Wyvern armor. We might return to it at a later date and at least give it a go. But I think the better thing to do for right now is just to do dark armor and finish off our boots that we have. You can see what's in my hand. You know what we're about to start off with. So, last episode we got 1 Nether Star. This episode we're about to do 3 Wither fights to start us off. I'm going to skip between them real quick like. And let's just get this done, I suppose. Strength, regeneration. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Regeneration didn't help as much as I thought it would. Strength does, though. That's 1 done. Alright guys, here goes number 2. Alright, we're potioned up. That's another 1 down. And here we go. Last but not least, here is the 3rd. See if we can do this really quickly as well. Come on, big boy. Come on. I know this is like a really cheaty way of doing it, but, you know, this guy hurts. Like, he really does hurt, like, a lot. So, I ain't taking any chances. Regen. We almost died that time, but we got it. We got it. We fine and dandy. So now, Why did we start the episode with 3 wither fights? Well, because last time, as you may or may not know, depending if I include it on the episode, we had a big failure with armor. We made the rest of our dark armor to go along with our handy dandy boots that we got, but then doesn't really do what we thought. So, off camera, I got myself the wither skeleton skulls that we needed to get the 4 nether stars that we need to be able to do draconic evolution. So we're taking a look at the Wyvern chestplate first of all. I've got I think I can make this right this second, but I need to make a couple more of these, I think. So I'm just gonna make a couple of those. I might need more than that as well, but we're gonna go ahead and make that. So we got the Wyvern, which was that? That's the Wyvern energy core. Now that we've got 4 of those, we can make this with the core. Next, we should be able to, I think, just boom, and we've got it. And please tell me it does indeed charge, boys. We've got our Wyvern chestplate. I'm going to come back when we've got all 4 bits of the Wyvern armor. Okay guys, so we have all 4 pieces of Wyvern armor. Now, this is great. Like, I'm glad that we have it. It's sick. But if I just did a little bit more research, the main thing that I wanted to do with this is because you can attach a jetpack to it. And what we're doing next, after I get this armor, kind of needs a jetpack. It would be very helpful if we had it. So I'm delving in to Industrial Craft a little bit earlier than I thought. Now, Industrial Craft is very similar to External Expansion in the fact that it has its own machines. It's quite a bigger mod as well. There's a lot more to do in it. And like Quantum Armor is probably your end goal with this, unfortunately. Yeah, so this is like Quantum Armor is kind of end goal with Industrial Craft. It takes a long ass time to get there, like a long ass time to get there. Don't even get it twisted. But we aren't going for that right now. Like, it's whatever. The only thing that we need from this are basically a compressor, and that's because if we look at Draconic Evolution, to get the Wyvern chestplate with this, first of all, we need an electric jetpack, which requires this, which requires all this, which is this bit's easy. This bit is fairly easy. To get the jetpack itself is quite easy. I can do all this like very easily. That's not a problem. It comes to the point of the jetpack attachment plate, where I need carbon plates and advanced alloys. So I need a compressor to be able to do so. So I only need 1 machine really, which means I need 2 machines because I need a geothermal generator as well. But there's just quite a few things that come with it. So I'm going to get started on it and come back when I have something important to show you. And just like that, boys, Wyvern chestplate with electric jetpack installed. Boom. Okay guys, so we have successfully crafted full draconic armor, and it looks a little bit funky, like, I won't lie. It's not textured, and for some reason, like, most of the stuff in this texture pack or in this mod pack is retextured. However, this armor is these 2 armor bits are the one thing that isn't. But we have it. We can fly as well. Oh, it's sick. It's sick. Like, it is just sick. I do need to charge all the other bits of it, because I've only got the chestplate and the helmet charge right now. But I'll go ahead and do that off camera, because it's literally going to take ages. Now what I think I'm going to do is, instead of having this as a whole new separate episode and starting something else, I'll tag this on to the end of my last live stream episode. And what I'll do is everything that I fucked up kind of last time, spending all the time making the dark armor and stuff like that, I'll cut out and I'll just put this on the end. I think that will work out the best. So for right now, that's where I'm going to end it. We've got our armor, and next time we will be going to the end and killing Ender Dragon and getting our Ender Pills. But obviously that's not going to take up an entire episode, so stay tuned to what else I'll be doing next time. But until then, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.